It's Thursday, and it's another Don't Forget to Breathe. And I've not long got back from the doctors, which was a waste of time. It was a waste of time, kind of a waste of time. So I've just sat there in the waiting room for 40 minutes. Sat there in the waiting room for 40 minutes. And I eventually get up and I go over and I says to the girl, I said, my appointment was at 3 o'clock. It's now like 20 to 4, I've been forgotten about. And she went, hold on, let me just see. And the two girls like working on it. I remember this is my new this is my new GP. This is the new GP, so it was my first visit to the new GP. So it wasn't the best first impression, but yeah. So it turns out like it was the pharmacist I was seeing the pharmacist. I haven't had my meds for like 3 weeks now. I said this to the girls, and they were very apologetic. Apparently, he hadn't been feeling ill, and he said he was going to like get in touch with all the appointments that he had today and do the appointments by phone. Somehow I've fallen through the gap. I sat there for like an hour. The girl said, "Oh, we didn't realise you were still sat there." But I also needed to make so that was that. So I still haven't got my meds, and I still haven't had the appointment with the pharmacist. But it's not to worry. I mean, the girls had said to me when I made this appointment over the phone, the girl I spoke to actually said to me, when you have that appointment, come and see us at the desk and we'll arrange a new patient appointment for you. I was like, fine, yeah, no worries. So I mentioned this when I went in, and she said, okay, well after you have your appointment, we'll sort it out for you. So like when I went back to the desk after like 40 minutes of waiting, they were very apologetic, and they were first going to give me the appointment to see the doctor on the 28th, and then one of them turned around and went, no, we'll put you in tomorrow. She said, we'll fast track it, we'll put you in tomorrow. So it might have been, it wasn't a complete waste of time today. It did get me a quicker appointment with the doctor, so I've got my new patient appointment tomorrow instead of having to wait. What is it, the 16th today? So nearly 2 weeks for the new patient appointment. So yeah, so that wasn't too bad. I got out the house for a good time, for a bit of a time, bit of fresh air, and got to wait for an hour as well. Got to sit down for an hour as well. But I'm a bit fucked right now. I'm a bit fucked right now, and I've got to go and do it again tomorrow, which is going to be a nightmare. Normally I'd take painkillers, but because I'm going to see the doctor, I don't take painkillers when I go to see the doctor, because it's counterproductive. If you're high on painkillers and the doctor says there's a hurt of a press here, how the fuck are you supposed to know? So yeah, I learned that a long time ago. I don't take painkillers when I'm going to see a doctor. What else is there? That's it. That's all. It's been one of them weeks. It's been a fucking long week. It's been a peaceful week, I'll say that. It has been a peaceful week. With the fact that I've been off my meds for 3 weeks, I have for once had a stress-free week. I'm not saying everything's fallen into place, but I haven't had any issues this week, apart from just now, which kind of had a silver lining. So yeah, I've got nothing really to complain about. I'm sure, was there anything else? I'm sure that earlier this week, motorbikes going past all the time. I'm sure that earlier this week there was something I was I thought, oh, do you know, On my vlog, I can talk about that on my vlog. For the life of me, I can't remember. Can't remember what it was. It's insane. It's insane. Yeah, it does. It reminds me of what I need to do. I love how long my hair's getting into. I love it. I'm actually looking at myself on the screen there and playing with. Look at that beautiful long hair. Yeah, I actually feel like myself. I actually feel like myself with when my hair's this long and longer. Um, yeah, what I need to do at some point this evening is I'm going to write down all the ailments because I don't know how long I'm going to have in this appointment tomorrow. But I want everything down. I want the doctors to see everything, starting from the top, the arthritis in the knees, what I need, what I'm supposed to be doing to get myself fit and ready for the operations that I need. Um, and then break down my concerns for that, which is obviously not being able to exercise. It's the weight. The BP and the weight was actually moving in the right direction until I felt like I wasn't getting any support from my old GP. That's a different story. I did say I'm not talking about that anymore. Not until that it's concluded. Um, and then the mental health issues, which there's an awful lot, and some of it I haven't spoken about on here before, but the insomnia is the one that I speak about an awful lot. The insomnia is an issue. Um, there's mood swings, which are becoming more and more frequent and more scary. Um, and there's also, as he says, talking into my camera, there's also the talking to myself, which I've done for years. I've always talked to myself. The irony of looking at the camera while talking to myself. Yeah, the talking to myself has turned into full blown conversations, which, as funny as I find it, it's a bit disconcerting. Now, when I say like full blown conversations, this is like I'll try and remember the conversation I had with myself only a couple of days ago when I was doing a meeting. I was doing the curry. I was doing the chicken curry the other day, and I was sat on my chair in the kitchen, and I was doing the flatbreads. I always do flatbreads when I do chicken. When I do curry, I always do a flatbread because I can't have a curry. I can't have a curry without a flatbread now. So it was a COVID thing when I taught myself how to make flatbread. Because during COVID it was like you couldn't get bread or any shit like that, so you know you could get flour and water comes out the tap. So I taught myself how to make flatbread, and I've got to a point now where I can't make a curry without making flatbread. I've got to make flatbread. So anyway, I was doing that. I was halfway through the flatbreads. I've done a couple. I was doing a few more. When I get to like, I normally do 8 in the recipe that I do. It makes it 8 flatbread. When I've done like when the fourth fourth one's in the pan, so I put the curry together. Now I swung around on my chair and I opened up the freezer, and I was taking like I already had the chicken out. I was getting the veggies out of the freezer, and I went, "Oh, look at that! You've got bloody prawns." Yeah, you did. You bought prawns for the bloody curries. You should have remembered that. We could have had prawn curry for tea tonight. Ah, well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, my next curry will be a prawn curry. But I wonder what kinds of herbs and spices I can put in my flatbread with a prawn curry. Because I normally do garlic and parsley when I'm having chicken, and then when I'm doing like lamb, I have like turmeric. When I'm doing like vegetables, I like a spicy thing, so I put all the curry spices in when I'm doing a vegetable curry. I wonder what'll go well with prawns. I don't know. Maybe turmeric. might go well with prawns, or even just black pepper. And then I realised I was having this conversation with myself. I wasn't just talking to myself. I was replying to the questions I was asking myself. I thought it's ridiculous. It's funny, but it's also a little bit concerning. It's also, it's, it's getting to a point now where I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm laughing at myself, but I'm not sure I'm comfortable with it. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with it. Yeah, but that's it. That's it. So the mental health issues. And to get back to what I was saying, the list. Yeah. So the top is the arthritis in the knees, the mental health issues that's coming with it, the fact that I can't exercise as well as I'd like to. All the exercise I do, it's all like upper body, me arms and me shoulders and my chest, because that's basically what I'm using. When I get up, I'm pushing myself up, use my arms. I actually said to the bloke who did the DWP assessment, I said I've been living by a rule for too long now, that if I can't do shut down, it doesn't get done. So that's basically it. Me legs, my lower body doesn't get anything like the exercise that I needed to get to help me lose the belly. So that's my biggest concerns. Also, what comes after that would be the worry that I think the arthritis is moving into my hips, because I'm getting the same dull pain and clicking that I first got when it was in my knee, when it started in my knees, which had become a massive game over sort of thing. I don't know anything. I know I've been dreaming about getting fucking 2 new knees and being able to go back to it, but what, it's new knees and new hips as well. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but that's my fear, because as I say, I'm getting the same dull pain in my hips, which is a worry, and also tinnitus in my ear, which I've had it for a long time. I thought when I looked into it, I googled The Simpsons and that, because it's like the sort of staticky sound. I thought it was because of all the painkillers I've been taking, because taking an obscene amount of painkillers, that's what causes tinnitus, or can cause tinnitus. But with that when you stop taking the painkillers, the tinnitus goes away. It's been like a good 18 months since, it's even longer than that. It's over 2 years since I've stopped taking painkillers regularly, and I've still got the tinnitus. So I know there's no all-out cure for it, but if it's like, I would say at the minute, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably a 7. That becomes a fucking 8 or a 9 when it's the dead of night and I'm struggling with the insomnia. It becomes very fucking annoying. But they can take that 7 and make it a 3. So I'll be putting that down as well. And I'm sure there was another one. What was the other thing I was going to put down? Oh, the indigestion. I live on anybody. Anybody who knows me knows I fucking live off them. Absolutely fucking live off them. I was told by one of the girls in my last job. She said, "Why don't you ask your doctor?" She said, "Because I got these tablets off him, and I take 1 tablet in the morning, and I don't suffer from it at all." And I was like, that sounds fucking great. At least I won't pay fucking ridiculous. I mean, fucking nearly £5 every time you want fucking them, and that's from the cheapest place. You go somewhere like Boots or that for a fucking month supply, and you're talking like 7 or 8 fucking quid. It's ridiculous. I've taken to bicarbs, having a glass of water before I go to bed, warm water with a tablespoon of bicarbs in, and just to neutralise all the acid in my body before I go to bed. That it does tend to help going to bed. I'll just there'll be an almighty fart at some point, but but like it does tend to help. It does neutralise the acid in my body. So yeah, there's that. That's it. That's what it's been. It's been mostly stress. That probably didn't come across over the mic, but me knee just popped, and I haven't even moved. It just popped. Just fucking hell, honest to God. Oh, where did that all go wrong? Yes, that's it. That's all I got. So I'm out. Look after yourself. Love you. Bye.